Hello Sagittarius, so this is a reading for your sun, moon or rising. I've got Sagittarius moon, and it's a general reading, healing messages for your healing for your soul and happiness. It's something a little bit different I thought I would do. So I will get started with the first card. So what part of your soul needs healing right now? Is this card, which is the King of Raphael. Now, there's two ways we could look at this. It could be that you are needing to heal. This can be a water sign, this card. So that would be Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. So it could be that you are needing to heal, to get over this person, to get over this water sign, this emotional, accomplished, creative man, because water signs tend to be very sensitive and emotional and kind of more driven by their emotions, more emotional and passionate. It can also mean, this card is also about trusting your emotions. So it's asking you to heal this lack of trust. That's what I feel. And because I pick a card every year as like a guidance, and this is a card that I picked this year. And the big message that came to me from this was trust. It's safe to trust. So you might not think it's safe to trust, Sagittarius, but it is. It is okay to trust. That can be to trust the path that you're on, trust the journey, trust that everything will work out, trust that you're where you're meant to be right now, and also to trust other people, that it's safe to trust others, to trust them with your heart. But yeah, trust yourself, trust. Don't let fear creep in. Kind of realise that you are on the right track to move forward. If it is this man, then let the person go. Kind of release any attachments that you have to them, any feelings, any anger, any hurt. Just release that. That's what you need to kind of work on. If it is a man that you need to let go of. Okay. The second card is, how can I heal? Now, interesting, this one is about trust. So if you're in a situation, I keep waggling them, sorry. If you need to trust that you're making the right decision about something, or trust that your inner self, your inner guide is giving you this information. This card is saying that how you can heal this lack of trust, or this lack of trust in yourself, in your opinion, is the Two of Ariel. Now this is more of a kind of a grounding. These cards are all about more practical situations. It can be about career and money, but it's more practical based. This is more emotions. And this is about balance. It's about finding a balance. It's about working, you're doing too much. You might be having different jobs, different projects, but the guy, gosh, this picture kind of gives me butterflies, because he's kind of balancing on one hand and he's got the yin and yang. So it's saying you need more of a balance in your life. That's how you will heal. But I also think a balance between being able to trust and make a decision as well, being able to make a decision about something. But having a balance between, obviously it's difficult at the minute because most of us are in a situation we can't kind of get away or do too many things. We're kind of restricted to the home, and if you're working at home and schooling your children at home, it's like, well, where do you find the balance to be able to kind of let go as such, kind of rather than things just being a little bit too heavy. So balance, however you can find that balance, you will obviously know in your situation how you can achieve that right now. Then we have, what changes will come from healing. I also wonder as well if this can be sometimes when if we're either one way or the other with our feelings, that is not a very, so even if you're too trusting or you don't trust at all, it's kind of polar opposites, and I do think that creates an imbalance. So while it's okay to trust, make sure obviously that it's balanced. You're balanced about it. You don't have your head in the clouds or rose-coloured glasses, but just find, it's not always easy, is it? I know I don't always find it that way. It's not always easy to get a balance in lots of things. For me, it can be one extreme or the other. But yeah, it's learning to have that balance, and also maybe learning to have the balance between your emotions and the practical as well. But yeah, balance is how you can heal. And after and what changes will come from that, you will find that you're moving away from drama, other people's drama, and negativity, and other people kind of getting involved and interfering. You will find that you are moving away from that situation. So you've got a 2, a 5 and a 2, and then the next card is what is holding me back from happiness right now. This is the 2 of Michael, and this is more of a practical card. No, sorry, this is more of a thinking card. So rather than being too emotional, this is asking and calling upon you to be more logical, and communicate as well. So this is all about, it will all be better if you just make a decision. So this is thinking about your situation and overthinking it and not knowing what to do and almost being frozen. So you kind of, your decision is to not make a decision. So this is asking you to do that, but compromise. So it's asking you just to make a decision about a situation. Because that is what is holding you back, this kind of feeling. Trust, I think it's all to go back to trust in yourself, because it can be difficult sometimes. We don't always trust, I know I don't always trust my own ability to make decisions. You think, well, is that the right decision? But trust yourself, because you know yourself, and you know what is right for you. So yeah, make a decision, Sagittarius. Because after this, the message from Spirit after this, so once you have made a decision, that's what's holding you back. Now, this doesn't have to be a big life-changing decision. It could be. It's just you're kind of sitting on the fence about something. You're not doing something. You're kind of almost frozen in your thoughts, frozen in fear, frozen in indecision, and that's just kind of, you're not really getting anywhere. So it can also be asking someone else as well, communicating with someone else and asking them to help you. And what comes from this is peace. Now, this card is all about letting go, releasing the past. It can, it can be starting a new path as well, like a new stage in your life, a new venture. It's about letting go and moving forward. Now, it can be because you've got more enriching things to come. So it's kind of almost like shedding the skin and moving forward. But it's about letting go, releasing, and moving forward. And while that can be quite scary, it can also be very liberating as well. But yeah, that's kind of, as one door closes, another one opens. That's kind of like the symbology of this card. Symbology? That's not a word, is it? The kind of the symbolism, that's probably better, of this card is as one door closes. It can also be asking for guidance as well. If you work with angels or spirit guides, or you kind of, whatever it is that if you're religious as well, if you pray, just pray and ask for help, ask for guidance right now. But yeah, you've got, just release the past, release any negative energy that you might have, any negative associations that you might have, but just release and realize that there's a new beginning, a new time, a new because I think I'm not sure if this card is similar to the death card. I'm not sure if it is, which can be kind of like releasing old and moving forward. But yeah, that's what it's asking you to do, is to release. I'm kind of going through this quite quickly, aren't I? So now I'm just going to pull a one of these cards. So the universe has your back cards. Yeah, it's lovely as that peace card. It's obviously asking you, you've got this archangel in it, it looks like he's in a forest, and it's all about transforming. So think of like a butterfly. When you've got a butterfly and it goes from being a caterpillar and it goes in a chrysalis and then it transforms into this beautiful butterfly. So yeah, it's about leaving behind situations or experiences, and yeah, it's like you've outgrown this stage in your life. That's what Spirit's saying. So get ready for new adventures, new enriching possibilities. But trust as well. Trust that this is right for you, because it is. Also, you don't want to. Sometimes we need to move forward. If you're doing the same thing all the time, the energy becomes quite stagnant. But obviously with this card as well, because there's this transformation, sometimes you can kind of grieve the old situation, or you can feel a little bit sad about moving forward and moving on. But don't feel that way. Don't feel that way. Have compassion with yourself. So it's like transition is this card. So I don't think it is the death card. I think it's more of a transition. Be patient with yourself, be graceful with yourself. It's like a new dawn, a new beginning. So if I was to use this card as what time of day, I would say that this would be the dawn. Just as the sun is rising, this is kind of what I would view for this card. Okay, so Sagittarius. I mean, obviously if you can't, if you're not able to physically create this new experience, because whatever is happening in your life, you might not be able to because of the lockdown, there's nothing stopping you from visualizing and letting go and visualizing what it is that you want in your life. I was doing it I think it was yesterday, trying to kind of visualizing what I would like to happen in a situation, and kind of feel it's almost like I was there and it had already happened. So yeah, you can visualize it. You can visualize and in a sense manifest this into your life. Okay, so what does Sagittarius need to hear? They are lovely, these cards. The universe has your back. They're really nice. Okay, so what does Sagittarius need to hear? What does Sagittarius need to hear? I choose love no matter what. I choose love no matter what, which is a lovely card. These cards and the book that goes with it is that it's all about choosing love rather than fear. So choose love rather than fear, because love is a much higher vibration than fear. So always choose love. If that's a mantra that you could say to yourself, is I choose love no matter what, or just simply I choose love. Choose that lovely bright vibration. Okay, so I will leave you with that. Choose love and take care.